This is becoming a bit of a thing, a bit of a weird obsession, if we're honest, at this point, isn't it? Mostly it was another fun content idea that came into my head, and I needed ideas, so I'm rolling with it. Hi guys, it's Emma, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, then welcome to the chaos. I do all things music related on this channel, from putting up covers and showreels to show people what I'm like as a performing artist, to my favourite style of content, production, songwriting, and audio engineering styley content. I've got another silly video for you guys today. Today's silly video involves a recorder again. So, if you guys follow me and you've seen some of my videos, you might have seen the other week I put up a video where I was testing out my reverb and reverse, my favourite trick that I like to do. I do love a bit of reverb and reverse. I was testing out what wouldn't sound cool. And in that video, I decided to give it the ultimate recorder test, because the recorder is an instrument that most people cannot play well, but have played at some point, and we all have horrible nightmares about the sounds it makes. And after I made that video, I realized that there was another video idea in that. Can I make something somewhat decent sounding with this being the main thing I use? So the rules for today's video are that this recorder has to play a key role in the beginnings of like an 8-bar loop, and make something that I actually think sounds halfway good and that I would be willing to put my name to. So that's the premise of the video. Let's get started. I think to get started I have to actually have to know what notes I'm gonna end up with, because it's hard to produce anything if you don't know what notes you're working with. La da 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 da. Tuner, it should tell me what these notes are. So what's this? That's a B, apparently. Step 1 for this video, now that we've got some established notes, I'm gonna take some samples of this. So Melodyne, I'm gonna tune them. Where do we go next with this? Do I now stick these in a sampler so I can play them? Let's see what we can do without putting them in any sort of sampler or anything. I'm gonna start off by just trying to make them sound nicer. Currently they're so harsh. They sound awful. Get rid of this mess down here, because we won't want that in there later anyway. We'll leave it like that for now. Okay, let's try adding some reverbs and stuff to this and some cool effects and making it just sound really nice and washy and... Right, I'm gonna take out just one of these. Okay, I think I'm going to stick that in my sampler and see what I can do with it. So far, I've mostly just got something that sounds really spooky. You know what I'm going to try, before I do anything sample style, is just like having that as a thing that rings out in the background and seeing what I can put around it. So, we've got some keys, they can play some basic chords for us. Maybe that'll work? Let's put it in. Let's put a different piano sound on you, because this piano sound is not that nice. Shall we go Spitfire, or shall we find a U-Jam one? Let's try Labs first of all and see. Oh, actually, let's try the glass piano, because that can be I think I want to send you to a bit of Raum. I really want proper bass on this. I feel like that's where I'm gonna get some character into it. Because at the moment it's a bit dull. You know what I really want to try now? Let's bring these back in. I want some of these little ones I had. I want to get out a pitch shifter of some sort. I'm gonna go with the one I've got with Slate Digital. Where is it? Mix is already on full. Take it down. Do we like it with more of a trumpet sort of feel? Or let's bring the trumpetiness down a little bit. If I bring it down by okay, what am I actually on there? I'm way too low. There it is. Okay, so I have this game on my PlayStation that we got back when we were really, really young kids. I can't... Creatures from Outer Space or something like that. Number 4. Creatures from Outer Space, number 4, I believe. And it's got these things in it called Norns, and they make these cute little noises. And they sound a bit like that. That just sounds like a clown car, doesn't it? Some sort of distortion. What do we want to go to for our distortion, though? We've got a few options. I think I'm going to try grabbing the guitar rig. There's a really good distortion on this. Sits better in the track now with everything else being as reverby it is. I don't think I've created something great there. I feel like there are bits with potentially, like I'm the drum beat's all right, but the drums themselves aren't amazing. And I feel like this and that don't go together well. This and the... Ah, that's got more potential there. That's too gentle. We need something with more oomph to it than that. I'm hearing more dance track vibes once it kicks in. Just a regular... So you'd be looking to have this copied over. And definitely this copied over. And you need something with some more energy to it, so the bass would be coming in there. And it would be, not that. I think, I need to change the quality of this. I'm gonna do that by just adding another one in. Vogue, please. And actually, I want to split these chords up as well. So it plays again. Whoosh! I'm just going to shorten this batch a little bit. Do I still want this over here as well? Or has that served its purpose, do you think? Nah, it sounds good over there. I think I'm I'm just going to automate it down a little because it doesn't need to be as loud on this bit. Sounds pretty good. Okay, I just need to do one more thing for this bit here. Shall I use the snare? Nah, let's just get any random cymbal sample from one of my samples. I think that one's gonna work all right for it. Right. Bring her in. Zoop. Reverse her. It's not very satisfying, that is it? Usually I just take the snare from the project. Let's try just the snare from the project. Yeah, that snare doesn't really work very well. It's not got enough of a... There needs more silence there, I think, before it comes in. Yeah, more like that it needs to be. That actually worked out really well. I was in the middle there, I was thinking, oh, I haven't really managed to create anything that sounds remotely usable here. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I can't see myself putting out a track like this ever. This would be the sort of thing where I would need to be working with someone else who does more of that EDM style kind of pop, that heavily dance music influenced kind of pop that uses, because that sounds like a horn part now, that recorder sound I had, I've managed to turn into what sounds like a distorted horn type synth that you get on a lot of those sort of dance tracks, which works really well. And I wasn't expecting to do that with this. I thought something like I had at the start, which was more atmospheric, more reverby, more just a single note droning away in the background. That was what I was figuring I could probably do with a recorder. I didn't expect to be able to take a bit of it and turn it more into, like, essentially a horn part. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not high quality, that yet. You need a heavier kick to it. You maybe need a sub bass in there underneath the bass, just doing what the kick's doing. And it all needs a bit of tweaking in the mix. But that actually has worked quite well. I have successfully put together not just an 8-bar loop, but actually we've got a little intro bit. Bass sound is also not really working. I can't be bothered going and finding another bass sound right now though, but the bass sound doesn't really suit it. But there you go! You can make a recorder sound cool. You sample anything and throw enough effects at it, and you can make it sound like something completely different. But I honestly didn't expect that I would be able to make something leaning more towards a modern pop production type sound with a recorder as my bass instrument. So, pat on the back. We did good today. We had fun experimenting. We tried out some things. It's been another good practice session. That's what these weird videos mostly are. They are me practicing production and mix stuff, because this is all, you know, stuff that you would do in a production session. You want to build up a drum part and a bass part and a little riff thing. It's just that each time I take something weird to start off with. I'm going to try and do more videos like this one, where I'm just taking like a really weird challenge to then just do production stuffs, because that's what I want to focus on a lot this year, and that's what I want to practice. But I am looking to basically find an excuse to do weird projects just to learn things, and YouTube videos are a good excuse to do that. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and that it has inspired you to go away and do something weird production-wise today. Just set yourself a weird challenge. Try sampling a weird thing. Try sampling something with loads of really harsh frequencies in it and making it sound quite smooth. Try making a sound like something completely different. Set yourself a weird challenge for the day. They teach you things. I have definitely enjoyed making today's video. This was a fun one. If you did enjoy this video, then you might generally like my content on this channel, especially as I said, this is what I'm going to be making a lot of this year. You might want to hit that subscribe button, but I do understand that is a big commitment to make, so do feel free to check out some other videos before you do so. You wouldn't want to subscribe and unsubscribe, would you? Because that makes me cry. Again, I don't actually notice because I'm really bad at actually looking at my analytics. If you want to just generally support me as a musician, then you can follow me on all of my socials, which are linked below, and you can also check out my Buy Me a Coffee if you want to support me in a monies kind of way. There's a membership on there that if you join, you get outtakes videos from these videos and other occasional bits of behind the scenesy styly content. Okie dokie, that is all. I now have to go and do a gig, so I shall say toodles, and I will see you guys next week with another fun music related video.
It doesn't matter.